Hey guys, this is Dr. Justin Marchegiani here. Congratulations for your new patient consult. This is a little new patient review video for all patients who have completed their new patient consult. So off the bat, I always tell patients, we have specific goals for that new patient consult, right? We really want to understand your history, kind of, what's helped you in the past, what's hurt you, really understand that timeline. What did you go through? Really understand diet, lifestyle, nutrition, sleep, hydration, exercise. Take a look at any old labs that are relevant. And then we'll talk about what new foundational things regarding supplements, diet, or lifestyle we're going to be working on next. And then we'll be able to follow up at future consults in regards to the lab results that come back, how you're doing with diet changes, how you're incorporating some of the supplement changes, and then really work on different body system 1, 2, and 3 programs as we go. And if you have any problems, just let my staff know, or you can always click here and you can make an appointment and you can get in a little bit sooner and we'll be able to help you out. All right. So I just kind of want to let patients know there's always a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. Just keep really good communication. And if we have to get you in sooner than your next appointment, let us know. But it's normal to feel overwhelmed. There's a lot of information coming at you. There's a lot of things that we got to do. And I try to write everything down for the patient. My clinicians write things down so they have good notes and a good protocol sheet. So we're going to make sure, number one, we'll show you how to schedule, reschedule. We'll make sure you understand how to deal with invoices and how to get your protocol sheets and how to access the members area and get all your lab rec forms just like that. So I hope that makes sense. Here's the click here to make an appointment button. You can click that, or you can type in justinhealth.com/schedule. Up here above, it will all bring you to the exact same place. So once you are in here, this is how it looks. Here are the various consults you can click and schedule and such. First thing you do is sign in. So first off, I schedule the appointment with my personal email. So really important, you have to make sure you choose the right email. If you choose a different email, it will associate it with a different account and none of your appointments will be connected. So kind of keep that in mind. If you're not sure what email you scheduled it with, you can always go back here to, this is my email for instance, and I can see, oh, I have a confirmation email and it went to my, there, two. So it went to my personal email at jmarcheg@gmail.com, so I know. So worst case, you can always punch in this email, notifications at full slate, and that will always give you the window where you're at. So once I'm in there, that's the email address I want to submit. One thing to be extra clear on, if you forget your password, you can click on the request reset and you can put the email in there. Just one thing to be clear on, just make sure you are choosing the right email that you're resetting. So this is another email I have, right? I know it's under my personal email, so we want to make sure we use the personal email and then request reset based off of that one. And we already showed you a way to go back into your emails to confirm that. I want to log into. Now once I'm in here, I click up on the appointments button. Okay, now there are 2 appointments in here. One's within 48 hours. This one is within 48 hours. Therefore, there's no ability to cancel or reschedule. Again, we have a tight cancellation policy because we have over 2 months of patients waiting to get in. So we need the time to be really respected so it doesn't get wasted. So you can see Wednesday, this can be rescheduled or canceled. This one cannot. So be mindful. If you're within 48 hours, this option won't show up. So for this one, I would show up for that one or pay the cancellation fee. And then for this one right here, very simple. I can reschedule, which will take the exact same time, keep everything the same, and then allow you to move it to the next available slot, which would be this time here. And it would keep everything the same. Yes, please reschedule me. And you click that and then you'd be good. Or if you needed to cancel it altogether for right now and then reschedule later, you can just cancel like this. You can send a message if you need, and then right there you can cancel. And then how it will look back on the emails, you should get an email coming in as well in just a second. There's my confirmation email. In a second you should see one come up as well. And just be mindful, always check your promotions because that can easily get spammed over there. So you just got to be very mindful of that. So recapping, here's my confirmation email. This is the appointment that I just canceled. I can also go and modify it through here as well. I did it the back way. You can always go down here and modify it, and then it typically brings you to the exact same place. There it is, and it says your appointment has been canceled, and then you can click there to remove it from your calendar. So in general, what do you do again? You go back to the justinhealth.com/schedule page. Then once you're logged in, make sure it's your correct appointment. Click appointments in the top right-hand corner, and then you can move that appointment. There I go. It's already canceled. There it is. And then you can see this appointment is still on the books. Hope that makes sense for scheduling and rescheduling. And also a great way to find out when your appointment is too, by looking at your upcoming appointments. All right. So once we go into Gmail here, you'll see a primary, a social, a promotions a lot of times. Sometimes these emails could be in a promotion or a social category. If that happens, you can just take it. You can just drag it into the primary area. No problem whatsoever. So you can see here's my email right here. And if you click on it, here's the invoice here ready for payment. So there's going to be a new patient video here. You can click and you can watch the video that we're making now right there. Just a good review for you. Make sure your invoice is finalized at the bottom. You can view your PDF. Always make sure the shipping address is correct, especially if you've changed it to a new address. Always double check it. Make sure it's good. We do have late fees if you don't communicate to us different changes on the invoice. There's a reason why that is. If you click it, we kind of go over a lot of the reasons why, but relatively speaking, if patients don't finalize their invoice, they forget why they're being recommended what they're recommended. So typically, to make sure we collect payment in a timely manner, in a physical setting, that would never be an issue. We'd have a checkout to ensure the timing and the sequencing of care, right? So we're recommending these labs, we're recommending these diet changes, we're going to see you in 2 weeks or 1 week. So we really have everything sequenced out. So we have to make sure we keep that sequence. And then also to prevent a lot of the extra questions on rescheduling or why we're doing what we're doing, because there's a delay in kind of activating things. So if you have an issue, though, just let us know. Just communicate to us and let us know if you have any problems. We'll accommodate you. We'll separate invoices. We can delay things out for you. Just let us know. Just keep a good communication. It's really to prevent patients from forgetting about their invoice and letting it go too long. At the bottom, there'll always be a protocol sheet. Make sure you know that as well. You can always respond back saying, hey, ship ASAP. That way we know it's done and we can get it out faster. And then be mindful about special orders. Special orders are typically going to be separate on the invoice. It'll say special, and that would come in a separate shipment. And then we have an international waiver if you are a international patient, as well as the Healthy Living Store link for products to be able to self-order. I'll open that up and we can review that later. So at the bottom here, a couple of things. You'll see access to the members area. Members area is pretty simple. We can go grab that by going up into the members area, top right-hand corner, and the password is Justin Health, all lowercase, no spaces. Pretty simple. And then, so you, for instance, you get an invoice, you can download the PDF or you can view the invoice below, okay? And then when you view the invoice, it comes up like this. So it may have a new patient consult. It's going to have the super bill codes on there as well. So then you can submit that to your insurance for reimbursement. The different tests, if we're doing an adrenal test or a GI map or an organics or a heavy metal or a blood test or a thyroid test, they'll all be coded as well so you can submit for a reimbursement on your insurance. We don't bill insurance directly, but you can always submit yourself. And again, you can see here all the information you need is there. And then you can see here as well just things like terms of service, FAQ. Tracking is sent automatically. So anything that says special, it comes separate. So there's no special on here, so you're totally good. And then to pay your invoice, click Pay the Invoice. Pretty straightforward here as well. And you would just put your card name, card number, expiration, all that stuff, hit pay, and you're good. Just be mindful that you put the right billing address in there. The billing address will always be whatever you put in. Some patients, if you look here, you'll see like a different billing address. This billing address does not matter on the other form. Just put the right billing address in there and then you should be set and ready to go. And then most importantly, here's going to be the attachment down below. So you can grab the invoice down here as well, already attached. Then you can download that for your records. And then here's the protocol sheet. So protocol sheet's really important. So off the bat, you can see this is it. You can download it in Word or you can download it in Google Documents. So off the bat, your name will be typically here, date, whatever the consult type is. And this top part is going to have a lot of links. So be very mindful of that. So if you hover over, usually that finger kind of comes up, that link finger. So you can click on this and you can open that up, for instance. You can open up maybe the autoimmune templates. You can open up the low FODMAP handout, for instance. We'll come back to those. So these are all linkable. There'll be a nutrition video, so you can all click these. Now, if you're in Microsoft Word, you may have to click Control and then click it. So it just depends on your browser and your software. Just be mindful of that. So you'll get access to a lot of these handouts just right there on the protocol sheet. So just be mindful about that. And again, like for instance, if it says page 2, number 6, that's talking about the autoimmune template. So page 2, number 6, this is the autoimmune template. Okay, this is paleo. Okay, this is the meal map. And then be mindful, there's going to be a menu suggestion handout on the back page of 3 here that also opens up too. So be very mindful of that. A lot more recipes at the bottom there. So a lot of really great options for y'all. So a lot of links, nutrition videos here, new patient video that we're creating now will be in there for you. A lot of the lab requisition forms will be online in the members area. You can easily grab those as well. I'll click it here and open it up for you so you guys can see it. You'll get them in the help documents. You can go here into lab test instructions, and you'll see them all in here as well. You can also go right into justinhealth.com, and you can go right into the members area, and you can grab them that way. And the members area is in the top right-hand corner of the page. You just click members, and that password is Justin Health. And if you ever forget, guess what? It's right here. So it says, like right here, password Justin Health, and then it says it right here, password Justin Health. You put that in there, no problem. And then you'll have access to all the same information here as well. So it's in a couple different places. We like to spoon feed it for you on the protocol sheet. That way you don't have to hunt it down. But then if you forget, you can always go here, or you can go into the members area. And there's a nice little access kind of onboarding new patient series that activates when patients schedule. If for some reason it's out of sequence, you can always click here and enter your information, and it will reactivate that onboarding series. This kind of just gives you gentle reminders. You just click here and put your name and email, and that starts it. It just gives you gentle reminders on diet stuff and lab stuff and common questions with exercise. A lot of questions that I get in the first month or two of care, I kind of line up there. That way it makes it easier for you. And some patients are like, wow, it really predicts exactly what I was asking for, because it's just the things that I come up with at whatever time during care we're at. So you see those links like right here. Be mindful of those. You'll see there's going to be like protocol stuff that's not filled out. That's okay. Don't worry about that. All right. Don't worry about that at all. And if there's something there, it'll be important. If it's not there, don't worry about it. There'll be like supplement reaction handouts here, which says please click. You can click that and you'll get a supplement reaction handout when it's time. Or on the digestive program, you'll get a digestive support guide when it's time. And again, these are there for you, and it may not be relevant now, but down the road. And then you can see here, we'll have a lot of the lab tests. If it says on hold, don't worry about it. But you can access, at-home tests. So that means the test will be at home. You'll see the rec form in the link above, meaning you can click the link and it literally grabs you the requisition form right here, and all the instructions are right there. Same thing with, for instance, this test, right? All the instructions are right here. Or if I click here, same thing. Or if I click here. So all of the instructions are all going to be there as well, so you guys have it. So be mindful, lab instructions here. Again, most of these are at-home tests. The blood test typically going to be as a prescription that we email you, and a lot of times it'll be attached at the bottom of the invoice here. So just look for it. Sometimes it'll come in a separate email as well, but you'll see it at the bottom of the invoice, and then you can bring that to the local Quest lab and then get that drawn. Pretty straightforward. So here would be all your lab instructions. No problem. And you can access those to the bottom links here. You can also go to the members area, scroll down to the bottom where it says lab instructions, and we do have videos here as well. And then all of the links are here as well. Dutch Adrenal, Complete, GI Map, a lot of different tests that we do. They're all right here as well. So just be very mindful of that so you have that info. And then a lot of times we'll have certain supplements that we start off with. If it says on hold, ignore it. And then we'll have a lot of the videos and instructional supports here. And then future programs will be blank as well. Just be mindful of that. That'll be blank. So just in general, that's going to be the gist and how we work on the protocol stuff. And just make sure when you're looking at the lab instructions, like I mentioned, you can click here to access the requisition form. Make sure these requisition forms are sent in with the kit. So if it says at-home test, see rec form in the link above, print, fill out, and mail in with the kit. So you'll get an adrenal kit, you'll print out, you'll fill out, you'll mail in with the kit. Or the GI map, you'll print out, fill out, you'll mail in with that kit. Or the organics, or there's a bunch of other tests we do as well. So just make sure you look at the instructions, print out, fill out, and then send in with the kit. And the blood test is the big exception, is that's a prescription PDF, and then you print that out, bring it to your local Quest lab, and there'll typically be an address on the rec form for you to to utilize in regards to the draw center. Hope that helps. If you have to reorder in between an appointment, you can always let myself or my colleagues know at that appointment. You can click on the Healthy Living Store button, and then in the store, you can easily click on the products that you need. Pretty straightforward. Once the store comes up, if you need an adrenal support product, you can click on adrenal, and then you can find the product you need. And there'll be like a little plus or minus button. Let's say you need adrenal revive. Let's say you want 2 of those. You can hit add to cart, and that will add that into your cart up here above. All right. Usually there's a little button that says view cart right here at some point, and you'll be able to access the view cart that way as well. And then you'll also be able to search. And again, our sites are always under changes, so we're always trying to make it better and more user-friendly. But that's kind of the general gist on how to handle that as well. So kind of recap, we've already reviewed scheduling. We've already reviewed kind of payment and protocol side. Just be mindful, the typical email that you're going to see this coming from is going to be a weird name. So you can always search Invoice Sherpa, or you can always put Justin Health Wellness Clinic. And then once it comes in, you can always mark it important, or you can create like a filter for it as well, so you know where they all go, or just kind of remember the name, Justin Health Wellness Clinic, and then just search that, and that's usually comes up. And that should be pretty easy. You have all the stuff here on the invoice. You have the protocol sheet here for all of your instructions, which you get a new one every time. And then you have your invoice, which you get every time, and you can save for super bill or for insurance or tax reasons, all of that right there. If you ever have any issues, just go back to scheduling, and you can jump in here and let us know, and jump on the calendar by clicking the home button and then click on the schedule. And if you ever have any issues, you can always email us at office@justinhealth.com. So here's the schedule button here. You can always click here and schedule something with us. If it's a troubleshoot consult, or if it's a quick consult, let us know. Or if it's an emergency, you can always just email and call us. Email and number right down below, and then you can reach out and we'll be happy to help you out. All right, hope this makes sense. I really look forward to working with you. If you ever have any struggles, let me know. There's always a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. The more patients who have been through a chronic health issue, they've been sick for a while, it always takes a couple of tries to kind of get things moving. We always work on the foundation and then kind of move up from there, build a good foundation, and then we can really go deeper and higher and stronger from there. So I hope that helps. I really look forward to helping you all out. Have a phenomenal day, and we'll talk very soon. Take care. Bye.